Hello, everyone, and welcome. Here today, I'm joined by Fraser Matthews, the president of Canadian-based crypto trading platform Netcoins, to talk all about the future of the industry and where Netcoins fits within that. Fraser, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Daniel.
So I wanted to start with where you envision the future of crypto, and I guess with Netcoins as well, where does that fit into that vision?
Yeah, it's a great question. So, cryptocurrency has gone through a lot of rapid evolutions and innovations over the past few years. And particularly, it's been about normalizing the crypto industry. And what I mean by that is finding ways that crypto use cases, cryptocurrencies, crypto assets, Web3 products can get into the hands of everyday people beyond just those who are crypto natives. For Netcoins, we're focused on that crypto for everyone perspective. How do we get crypto knowledge out into the masses? How do we build products and features that are engaging for everyone? And finding ways to get past some of the nomenclature and some of the barriers to entry for the crypto industry so that it's kind of real people, real crypto. And for Netcoins, that's really our focus.
That makes sense. So it's been 9 months since the bankruptcy of FTX, which shook the industry. And with that came a wave of skepticism, negativity towards crypto. I wonder if you could talk us through some of the steps that Netcoins has taken to avoid something like the demise of FTX so it doesn't happen. And how do you build back trust that may have been lost as a result?
Yeah, trust is really at the forefront of this topic, and trust was granted on a number of exchanges in the past. And at Netcoins, we really focus on being transparent with our users and with the crypto community to create trust. And how we're transparent is a couple of different main areas. So one is proof of reserves. We're publishing those on a quarterly basis. This ensures that we're publishing into the market our data and our information about where we're storing things and how we're storing them, and keeping high levels of storage. In addition to that, learning from FTX and some of the practices that were implemented there, we've ensured that we're doing a much better setup and a robust setup. So for us, holding client assets one to one, both fiat and crypto, and holding them separately in accounts that are separated from our operational crypto assets and fiat assets. So that division ensures that there's safety for individuals, safety for users, safety for investors on the platform, and the separation from Netcoin's operational assets. In addition to that, it's being very open, opening communication channels, whether it's social media, on the phone, through email, or communicating directly with investors that are signed up with Netcoins to learn about what matters to them and working back from that. So if someone wants to understand a bit more about our business, how we operate, we've been having real conversations with people, whether they're large investors or small, to ensure that they feel comfortable with the crypto community.
Makes sense. And my understanding is that crypto lending was one of the big factors that led to the demise of not just FTX, but a lot of other crypto brokerages and exchanges. So I wonder if you could clarify for the audience, what's Netcoin's stance on lending and does the platform participate in it?
Yeah, so Netcoins does not participate in lending or leverage for crypto products in Canada. And in fact, as a restricted dealer in Canada, it's not permissible to provide leverage or to lend to customers or investors for crypto assets. Netcoins USA also doesn't provide lending products, although we have seen many different products evolve in that space in the USA.
Thanks for the clarity there. So, what do you see as some of the biggest challenges for the crypto industry in the coming years, and how are you preparing for them at Netcoins?
Yeah, with the crypto industry in the coming years, challenges will come around diversifying product bases, understanding what new types of products and services can be built for new types of users as they come back to crypto or engage in the crypto industry for the first time. Being competitive and not just being a Me Too proposition will be very important in the crypto industry. At the moment, there's a number of competitors and a number of companies that are set up that have very similar propositions. So creating differentiation will be very important. In addition to that, being customer focused at all times. So working back from customer needs, listening to customers, listening to investors, understanding what matters to them is very important. And for us as well, looking how to expand our business, our territories, and our functionality at all times, continuously evolving and not standing still in an evolving market.
Interesting. So, with countries like Canada taking proactive steps in regulating crypto, how do you think this will shape the industry's future with specific coins and then maybe more broadly with crypto trading platforms like Netcoins?
Yes. Yeah. In Canada, we're very fortunate that we've got great relationships across a number of regulatory bodies. For us at Netcoins, we have great conversations and proactive conversations with our regulatory bodies to ensure that our platform's operating in an effective and compliant manner. And in addition to that, focusing on customer safety and being advocates for Canadians in this market to ensure that it's safe and secure for them to trade crypto assets. Through that, we do account appropriateness. We ensure that the crypto assets are appropriate for them. We provide a lot of detail and data and information for customers. So, crypto asset statements, information that's available on our website, helps them to learn more about a fairly new investment space. In addition to that, I think seeing regulatory guidelines shows that there's acceptance for crypto assets, both in the trading perspective and as well the use cases for them, which is great. And it fosters innovation by seeing support in the industry from regulatory bodies. I think customer protection and setting guardrails and rules and regulations help the platforms to be safe, to be customer focused, and ensure that there's a fair playing field for all investors in the space and amongst the companies as well.
It's really good to hear. So, when it comes to crypto adoption, what strategies is Netcoins employing to encourage the wider adoption of
When
crypto
it comes
among, I guess, the general public?
Yes, when it comes to crypto adoption, for us, it's about education. It's about dispelling some of the myths around the crypto industry and kind of giving real talk and understanding what customers want to learn more about and helping to work and collaborate with them and educate them in this space as well. In addition to that, we're building out simple and easy to use products and features. We've got a coin widget if you want to track prices. We've got push notifications if you want to stay up to the minute on what's going on in the market. We also publish newsletters on LinkedIn and on Mondays and Fridays about the market to provide real information, real data, get away from FUD information that's available online, and ensure that investors are prepared with the right toolkit to make good decisions. And people who aren't in the space can see that there's transparent, straight up platforms that want to help them to learn more.
Makes sense. Education and simplicity seems like a good strategy there. So, moving on to innovation, I wondered if you could talk a little bit about innovation at Netcoins and maybe emphasize specifically. I know the platform recently launched the ability to stake Ethereum. Could you take us through that process and some of the challenges in bringing that to market?
Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to innovation for us, we look both internally and externally. From an internal perspective, we look at what's available within our toolkit, what's available within our partnerships, our ecosystem, and ultimately what our customers are looking for. Externally, we also look at other markets and see what's popular, what's worked or hasn't worked, so that we can bring those innovative products and services to our customers. Now, being innovative, um, comes with some challenges as well. Because for us in the regulated space, we're working on a slowly but surely build up within the Canadian market. For us, launching staking with Ethereum was a really important next step as we diversified our product portfolio. So Netcoins has trading, spot trading, over 40 crypto assets available on the platform. We have Netcoins Pay, which allows users to pay for everyday purchases using a prepaid MasterCard with cash back instead as Bitcoin back. And staking with Ethereum, which allows you to stake your assets under a proof of stake set up on Ethereum to earn a yield back using your crypto assets to generate those. It takes a long time to set up staking. It's become very popular across a number of crypto assets, but in particular, how the networks work, how rewards are issued, when they're issued. There's been a lot of changes, um, even for us, we were waiting for the Ethereum upgrade to take place so that rewards could then be released to users and you could unstake Ethereum. So it's hard to think, even just back to the second quarter of this year, you couldn't unstake your Ethereum. And we were waiting for the date in which you could so that users had flexibility to do so. Um, when it comes to the challenges, it's about the evolution of products. When products launch, they can become very sticky and very popular very fast. In Ethereum's case, everyone was rushing into staking. When unstaking happened, it was interesting to see who went back for staking. Yields change based on networks. And for us, educating users around what proof of stake really entails and what your crypto assets are doing to generate the reward is interesting. Um, Understanding, from the ecosystems we partner with for staking, how it works from their side as well, and also looking at the popularity of it. So rewards change; they change on a daily basis, and they fluctuate based on popularity. So it's an interesting new model and new market that we've been able to uncover and discover. When it comes to next steps in innovation for Netcoins, we are definitely looking abroad at what we can bring to Canada. We are looking at the US market about what we can open up based on what's available there. And we definitely look forward to bringing new products and services to Netcoins investors in the coming months.
It's fascinating to hear. Definitely a lot of moving parts for sure. Now, crypto is deemed a disruptor within the finance industry, and I guess within traditional finance. And I wondered if you could talk a little bit about crypto and how you see it impacting traditional finance systems, let's say over the next decade.
Yeah, crypto's impact on traditional finance is certainly interesting. I think there's been a lot of buildup and momentum towards real world use cases going live. I think it's taken a long time to really establish who the good players are and who's going to be standing to build those products in our ecosystem. I think impact on traditional finance could be across the entire board, whether it's investments and what you're investing with, to peer-to-peer transfers and transactions, and transferring crypto assets versus fiat is certainly possible. FX and remittances is a market that's surely to be shaken up in time. We've seen its own disruptors within the fintech industry, such as Wise and a number of others, take attempts at this on lower cost remittances. And of course, in the crypto space, that's quite simple and straightforward. It's about adoption and education still. We need to really back these innovative parties and support them in their ecosystems to build these products. Layer two opens up lower costs. So that can be interesting on the Bitcoin side. We've seen that with adoption in the Lightning Network. And we still haven't really cracked into the payment space yet, which is a $1 trillion business globally, where merchant payments, merchant acquisition can certainly be run through crypto assets as well. So I think the impact hasn't been felt yet. I think it's still bubbling. But I do think in the next 10 years, if crypto adoption continues at the pace it's on, we can certainly see a mirrored version of the fiat world and the crypto world.
It sounds exciting. Definitely a lot more work to do on that front, but we'll see what happens. I think it'd be interesting for viewers. You're at the helm of one of Canada's biggest players, and now obviously expanded to the States. How did you get involved in crypto, and what keeps you motivated in times of potential bear markets?
Yeah, for me, my first crypto transaction would have been about 10 years ago or so, with Ripple. And I created a transaction using the XRP system with someone when I was in Dubai to make a transfer. And it was so interesting yet uninteresting in the way that it works. So on the screen, it was pick your amount, pick where it's going to, click send. And underneath that, understanding how the real time gross settlement system worked and all the different transactions and prices that it could choose from. And the execution of that in just under a second was fascinating to me. As someone who worked in financial services for a long time, this really piqued my interest. After that, it was starting to meet people in the industry, and I was fortunate to meet Mitch Demeter, who formerly was the president of Netcoins, in the past, and his group of friends who were very much into the Bitcoin space, and were huge proponents of what was coming, and seeing blockchain technology, what it could be used for, and then further understanding how crypto assets can play a part in that, whether it's investments, whether it's store of value, whether it's powering networks or gaming, and all the different ways that it can be used, really interests me, which is why I started becoming passionate about crypto, and wanted to enter the space from a personal and professional level.
It's really interesting. So, for those that are just getting started out in the crypto world, what advice would you give them, especially regarding education, security, and risk management?
Yeah. The first is take your time to learn about crypto and how it works. Get an understanding of what it means to work with different types of exchanges, where you might buy and sell, and how you might buy and sell. As well, learn about what the different toolkits that are available are. So you can do limit orders, you can do regular trades, you can buy and sell, you can hold. You can hold it on platform, off platform. There's wallets. It's very important to read up on that, and to do your own research, and get comfortable and confident. As well, there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of people that are um, posing as investment managers, and trying to infiltrate traditional investors to give them advice, or say, send me your money and I'll invest for you. Being self directed is the safest way to be. You should certainly ensure that you're working with, in Canada at least, a restricted dealer, someone who's registered, someone that you can find the background on. I definitely suggest working with a Canadian-based platform, so that you can get the support from Canadians in Canada. Working with a homegrown solution, of course, is a preference for me as well. But being safe, being secure, making sure that you read the reviews, that you look at Trustpilot, that you understand who you're working with. And in addition to that, read up on the different crypto assets. There's a myriad of them out there. There's lots of information, but take your time, understand the approach that you want to take from an investment perspective, and engage with a great platform.
Makes a lot of sense. Now, to close off, as we look towards a future where crypto is becoming increasingly mainstream, what message do you want to leave our viewers regarding Netcoin's commitment to that future?
Yeah, so Netcoin's commitment to the crypto industry and to our customers is rooted in building a safe, secure, and transparent crypto trading platform. Will certainly evolve over time and continue to evolve as the industry changes. For us, we've almost been around for 10 years now in the crypto industry. So for us, we work back from the customer needs. We ensure that we're building great products and services. We ensure that we're in markets that are crypto friendly, and that have great customer bases. And as it becomes more mainstream, we hope to be a platform of choice, because we're trusted, because we believe in real crypto and real people. And for us, we want to make sure that Netcoin's commitment is seen by the market, and it's valued by our users as well.
Awesome. Well, Fraser, thank you so much for coming on the show. For those watching, thank you for being here. I'll leave Fraser's socials down in the description down below if you want to follow him and check out what he's up to at Netcoins. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.